The Terrapins will kick it away first. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Memphis Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
He leaves it with his back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Memphis wants to move quickly. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. So the Maryland Terrapins offense has the ball for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make play.
Such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Terrapins have taken it inside the 20.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Terrapins!
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Looking for a deep man. Snags it down the right side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Memphis! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rich. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the single back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and short, the power run here. The Terrapins are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And when it's 3rd and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You could tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Tigers. How about that special teams play? On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Quarterback on the keeper. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to get the first through the air. Hit as he throws. Batted into the air, and it's picked. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. 1st down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's high. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on second down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
To the air, it's high. What a snag by the defense. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Maryland! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Trying to find his man on 1st down. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Memphis picking up the tempo. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. On the move to his left. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground, but didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. The 1st down for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack, punting the football.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Memphis wants to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. This guy is just wearing them out. Another 1st down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the 1st half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the 1st half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Handoff to the single back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it, though.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Memphis picking up the tempo. This time he's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Quickly complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, and usually the 3rd time's the charm, but they were already 0 for 3 on 4th downs. They finally get one. This offense needed something like this after having so little success on 4th down. Now they finally get them one.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're going to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's quick. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to... And he will score! Touchdown, Memphis!
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really...
And down he goes back at the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The inside handoff. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Running it back, it's Kane. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set it.
Picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
He's looking to throw it. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. The tackle is made, but he's got it. First and goal from the 6.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Now rolling to the left. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start...
Tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Coming out with it, it's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Keeps it going. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Looking to pass. It's high. Getting some heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half and say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Coming after it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Hands it off. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Unloads to the right. That is just a sideline.
Was complete.
Bag everything you want. The Terrapins are on the move.
And that's a first down.
They'll give it to the back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because...
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Every week we have these tips and tendency charts. We know what formation they like to run certain routes. They know what their favorite routes are by certain guys. You could tell the secondary was unbelievably dialed in. Defensive line got no pass rush, but they were sticking with their guys in the back end, and they forced the INT.
Finds the tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run through.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Memphis will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Maddox. Tackle is made after the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. Oh, gave the defender the business. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big... Set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Snags it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're trying to get to it. Touchdown, Maryland! We'll give him a...
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
He's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Off play action on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's high. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unleashes one. Got his man. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll try it over the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Just steamrolling his way through. He was oh so close to wrapping up this third quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period.
That's the end of the third.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground, he's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Memphis picking up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's high. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. Pocket starts to collapse. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Feeling some heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
He'll be stopped short. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Here comes the offense on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And that's just a great job by the defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They're willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
And the returner is stopped. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Fast motion from the offense. Back to throw. It's high. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Memphis wants to move quickly.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to move it through the air. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Memphis now operating in the red zone. On second down, wants to throw. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but we weren't going to let it happen there.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. 3rd and goal coming up here. Back to pass, it's high. He makes a grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapon.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Number 1 with the carry.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they're still short of the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He wants a big play here late. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the 4th.
That keeps the score. Memphis 41,
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Floating away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
The Tigers enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw. It's high. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the D.
Trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Through the air is incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
2nd down coming up. Defense in press coverage. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Maddox. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
Brings up 2nd down.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Between the uprights, it's good. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's high. Here's a throw downfield late. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Memphis. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Now, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
What a game. What a